we are the structural drawings. So this individual comment on the last video I made where I showed you how we built the foundation for a vent stack on a gas station. So in this video, I'm going to show you the structural drawing and just explain to you, okay, how do you interpret it? So this is the drawing for the vent stack foundation. On the left, you have the base layout. On the right, you have the steel work, the iron reinforcements. Okay, so let's first look at section 1.1. Let's first look at this diagram. Okay, so what you can see here now is the side view for the vent stack foundation. This first element is here. What you have here is called soil. Okay, it's called soil. All right, this is the soil. Now, before you start your work, you have to compact the soil. Soil usually have air in between them. So when you compact soil, you make the soil hard, right? You compact it by putting a lot of pressure on the soil so that all the air in between the soil can escape. So the soil becomes very, very hard. So if you guys have walked on roads where car passes a lot, car passes this road a lot, and it was very soft soil that way, you notice that the soil begins to get hard because of the constant pressure of this car, the car tires on the road. So that's what this layer is. This layer now is basically compacted soil. You can see it's even labeled there, compacted soil. Okay, and the reason why we compact this soil is so that now, remember, this is the base for a vent stack. Base is basically holding it. Okay, what is holding the vent stack at the bottom? The vent stack is long. The vent stack is about 10 meter. It's 10 meter long, and it has a steel plate at the foundation. So it's long. Sorry, this is not perfectly straight. It is long. Clean all of this. Okay, it is long, and it has a steel plate. That's a steel plate foundation. Okay, that's a steel plate foundation. Those steel plates have holes. Those steel plates, they have holes in them, about 8 holes. Okay, each hole is at 45 degrees. Remember in the last video where I showed the actual process of building the vent stack foundation, you know that there were about 8 bolts. Those bolts are passing through these holes, right? Anchor bolts to hold the vent stack. So the vent stack has the plates and it has holes. The bolts are kept inside, and the bolts also are inside the concrete. Okay, so that's just it. So when something is 10 meter long, and you know that it is iron and it is 10 meter long, the load, okay, from the steel pipe, this 10 meter long steel pipe is here. It's here. It's on top here. Then there's a flat surface. I know that the load is distributed downward, right? Now, the reason why you have this compacted soil is that it is to reduce pressure, so that this thing, the weight of this thing does not sink. You know that soil can be very loose and soft sometimes. So when you put something heavy on the soil, especially when there's drainage or there's water or the soil is wet, then that thing begins to sink into the soil. It sinks. So we are compacting it. So we're compacting it to actually not allow that to happen, okay? Not to allow the steel or whatever building on top to sink. Okay, so that's one. So the next level we have is hardcore. This thing is called hardcore. This one is called hardcore. So